What's going on? It's John. Tonight is the last night for the Wii Shop Channel to be open. It is January 29th, 2019. And so tonight you can be getting on this thing and checking out the Wii Shop Channel, some of my previous purchases, all sorts of different things, kind of just seeing what's on there and just trying to hold on to the memories for the last night on it. And so let's go in and check out the Wii Shop Channel. As you can see, there's obviously a lot of fun games that the Wii Shop had, and you've got the Gradius Rebirth, WiiWare games, Nintendo games, Super Nintendo, N64, you had YouTube and Netflix, you had Sega Genesis, you had TurboGrafx 16, Sega Master Systems, Neo Geo, and even you had their own like arcade systems, the Virtual Console Arcade. You had a lot of fun things, and so let's go see what we've got on the Wii Shop Channel. I apologize with any sort of lighting issues. I am recording this on my phone and a CRT, so it's going to be fun. That's all right. I apologize for any of the flashiness on the screen. It just kind of happens when you record an old technology. So reminder, Wii Shop closes January 30th, 2019. So the reminder, it says, Dear Nintendo fans, as previously announced, the Wii Shop Channel will close for good on January 30th, 2019. The ability to add Wii points was removed last year, but if you still have any Wii points that you wish to spend, you must do so before January 30th, 2019. If you have any questions, please see our Q&A at support.nintendo.com, Wii Shop News. Please also note that as the Wii Shop Channel closure date approaches, remaining video on-demand services on Wii will be ending as well. Thank you for supporting Wii Shop Channel and for being such great fans of Nintendo. Sincerely, your friends at Nintendo. If you hit by game title, you type in the game that you wanted to play, that you wanted to look for. So let's just try typing in Mario. So yeah, you have Mario games that come up. Oh, still never got Super Mario RPG. That's okay. By category, you'll have like systems, publisher, genre. Let's go by system. Let's download a game. The last game I'd like to download is Sin and Punishment. It is a N64 game. Okay, I don't have enough blocks. Let's hope that I can just do it to my SD card. This normally would have problems. We will see if it works. If you download it straight to the memory, it is extremely, extremely fast. I will see if it will allow to go to my SD card. I would be amazed if this works, because like 90% of the time I would do this, it would not work. But let's see. I downloaded a couple games last night onto the Wii directly, and it was just like, here's the game. It was crazy, crazy fast. But typically, if you download something onto an SD card, it takes much, much longer. If you're not annoyed yet, I'm impressed. Okay, did it work? Let's see what it does. Normally this is where it'd say, hey, your game wasn't fully downloaded. Oh my goodness, it worked. Hooray. Okay, download successful. Okay, so we downloaded the game. Let's see what they had for Wii channels. Looks like I've got all of them. Oh, that's it. Okay, yep. WiiWare. These were exclusive games you could only get on the Wii. Let's see. Let's go by newest editions. Apologize again for the screen. Sometimes it likes to be a little finicky. Now, I didn't get too many WiiWare games. You know, I got a couple demos and stuff. I think my favorite WiiWare game is still Pokemon Rumble. Had an awesome time with that in high school with a couple buddies. That game is just... I would gladly play through Pokemon Rumble again. I gotta find a new group of friends that would enjoy it as much as I did, which I don't think I'm gonna find that anymore. But that was a sweet game. So yeah, I basically got a bunch of demos. And then let's go into account activity. Okay, it shows all the games that I've downloaded. So we're going to go from the very beginning. The very first game I downloaded was Super Mario 64. That's in 2006. So that was like, I think the first games were in November of 19. I think that's what Wikipedia said. So like, it's basically two to 3 weeks after the fact. Had this thing for a darn long time. Bought the Wii right when it first came out. Luckily, it's loading these really quickly. So I'm just going to flip through 30 some odd pages. Very last game that I downloaded. Sin and Punishment. Now I don't have any more points. Let's see what it does when I do this. Maybe it'll show. We'll see what it does. I have a feeling this will take absolutely forever. Okay, so just goes, it has all the downloads. You can re-download again. And I want to say there was a few demos that were removed. I downloaded every demo just because you have a 32 gig SD card, so you can like throw it on there. So let's see if I can, well, I guess it wouldn't be in Virtual Console, it would be in WiiWare. I'll go by genre and see if demo pops up. Yeah, so 47. I think at one point there was like 50 some odd demos, and they were all downloaded onto my SD card, and I think they removed some of them. I wish I could tell you which ones they were. Sorry about that. I had a 10-minute limit and it is gone. So I now have another video that's clipped into this one. Hooray for editing skills. So I guess favorite memories with the Wii Shop. Okay, downloading Super Smash Bros. 64, that was like a day one purchase. I remember getting on the internet all the time waiting, like, this is the day that Smash 64 is going to come out, and it never was. And then finally it happened, and it was like, wow, cool. And then it's like, I've actually already got this game. But that was really fun. I remember very, very high anticipation for that game coming out. I remember when they stopped making WiiWare titles and Virtual Console titles, and I think one of the last ones they made for Virtual Console, I thought it was Sengoku or Sengoku 3. Let's see what some of the last ones were. Yeah, Sengoku 3. And I was just like, oh no way, it's done. And that was just it. And it's weird to say that it's done. And I've seen, some different videos of people online and, some fun YouTubers that I really do care about. I think people are, they're kind of like, oh, well, this is what is to come since we have a digital-only future. And, it's like, well, the retrospective I try to have is I'd rather try to have stores like this that have the games available versus not having anything at all. Because if you only had physical copies and there wasn't like a digital type thing or a digital store, do you really believe that companies are going to release Tecmo Bowl for a physical version that you can put on your Switch or an Xbox or whatever? No, they're not going to spend money to try to produce $5 or $10 games and put them on discs or cartridges. It's not wise. It's not good business. You're not going to make enough money. And so, yes, I get the fact that, like, hey, you can't play these games anymore. Well, unless they go into big collections or whatever, these are individual titles. They're not going to be put on a single disc or a cartridge or anything. And their production cost, it would never sell. And so, like, I understand the purpose behind a digital distribution channel like the Wii Shop Channel, and that makes sense. I understand that you won't be able to access these things. Nintendo warned us about this. Like, they told you well in advance that this was going to happen. And I guess it's kind of just the shock that it's now happening that really has a lot of people sad, confused, flustered, and it's like, well, we knew it was going to happen. They told us. I guess it's just, again, the shock that it's now here. But as far as the service is great. It is sad that you can't, like, re-download titles in case, like, my title has a problem or my SD card gets fried. That will be a sad day whenever that happens because, I'm going to lose, 50, 60 games and hundreds of dollars just gone. And I get that part of it. That is sad. It's nice where, like, I have a Switch and everything's tied to a digital account. And so if one of my games had problems, I could just re-download it. Obviously, that was what this was. But once that, store closes, I get that. You don't own those things. What I like about the Wii Shop is that I can access these games, once the store still shuts down. Like, I can still play them. It's not like Xbox 360 or maybe even Xbox One. I don't know which one exactly, but like you have to be connected to the internet to play these games. If you're not tied into your account, you won't be able to play them. The nice thing about the Wii is I can play these, and I can play these in the middle of a jungle as long as I have power with my console. I am able to play these games. I don't have to be connected to the internet or anything like that. And but yeah, the Wii Shop, it's gonna be missed. Had some good memories with this thing, and having stuff since 2006. Bought this system the day, I think it was like the week that the Wii came out. I remember my brother and my dad and I, we went out to go get a Wii, and that was a big deal. And I remember hooking up Wii Sports, and it's just weird now thinking like the Wii's totally dead. It's been dead for a long time, but it's still one of my favorite systems, and that's why I have it hooked up to my CRT. I can play my Virtual Console games wherever and whenever, all in one spot, and that's what I like about it. If I still have a lot of the original systems. I don't have a Neo Geo. I don't have a TurboGrafx 16. So some of these things I don't have, but like, you know, I don't have a Sega Master System, but I have an N64, I have a Super Nintendo. I just recently got my original Nintendo working, and so it's fun to have it all in one spot, especially the N64 games, playing them with GameCube controllers and kind of having a little extra polished look. They did clean up some of the N64 games just to make them look a little bit nicer. It's not super noticeable, but like I play Smash 64 enough where like I can tell the difference if I'm playing on the Virtual Console versus the original system. So yeah, it's gonna be hard that it's done. It's gonna be weird. I'm not gonna say I'm excited to see like what happens when you pull up the Wii Shop Channel box and you try to get on. What it's gonna do? It's just gonna be, you know, an error, and it's like, hey, it's finished, and it's hard to know what to say. But I will say that it was fun while it lasted, and the Wii Shop Channel introduced a service in games that touched a lot of people, touched a lot of lives. And for that, I'm grateful that Nintendo did it. Now, please put it on the Switch. Please, please, please. You know, I can't wait to play Super Nintendo games whenever that announcement actually happens. Hoping that it does. But that is the Wii Shop Channel, and it has been a fun ride for the last, you know, 12-ish, 13-ish years. It's been a long time, but it's been good. Thanks for watching.